Welcome back. This is John Locke, and today we're talking about news that swept through the SEO world yesterday. A lot of people are talking about it. This is the first weekend of June. Today is Monday following that in 2019. And Google announced over the weekend that they were going to roll out today a broad update to their ranking algorithm called the June Broad Core Update. Now, they had a similar one in March, and at that time they said there's nothing that you need to adjust or anything with your rankings. Just continue to try and make good content and improvements to your site. And I have a feeling that this update is going to be more of the same. It's more a general update, tweaking of some of the dials, of some of the factors, just changing the weights on it. Now, this update that they rolled out, it must have been pretty deep, or they had to reboot some of their data centers, because there were a lot of outages on Google products on Sunday preceding today, where Gmail, YouTube, Google itself, lots of Google products were out, especially on the eastern seaboard of the United States, but also in Europe, in Asia, on the western side of North America. There was outages in data centers like all over the place, and people were experiencing this. For the most part, everything seems to be back to normal today. So they must have just had to restart their servers, which is really strange because normally they have a lot of redundancy in those. Yeah, so I anticipate that there's going to be a lot of pontificating later this week, and I predict that a lot of people are going to say that this, update your EAT, improve your EAT, your expertise, your authority and trustworthiness, and we talked about that. I really do feel, because of the way that they announced this, where they said it's the same instructions as the one in March, that it's just, nothing that you need to adjust or, optimize. Just work on your general quality of your content. That I have a feeling it's basically just changing the weights on some of the factors that they have in their formula, their ranking formula. Now, I think this is also a preemptive strike to make sure that people didn't give it cutesy names. Now, in the past, Google would name certain updates that they did that targeted specific parts of the search algorithm, such as Panda or Possum, these sorts of things where, for example, if they were going after low quality links or spam signals, or, keyword stuffing, some sort, those sorts of things. In the past, they would name them themselves, but in recent years, they haven't had any of those types of animal named updates like Hummingbird or whatever. But they have had some things where people give them cutesy names, like the so-called medic update, which supposedly hit your money or your life sites. And I think a lot of people in the SEO community do pontificate. They try and name things, name it like Florida 2, or these different types of things. When in actuality, Google makes adjustments to their ranking algorithm several times per day. Now, this is the bigger one. I don't anticipate that it's really going to be anything where certain people like drop or rise or anything like that super more than what it's been before. I think that, as I said, I do believe that it is a general update aimed at quality content. Now, ranking a site, ranking a page is really not rocket science, but it is hard to execute. Easy in theory, hard to do in application. But basically, you have to know what people are wanting to do most of the time when they Google a certain keyword. So match the searcher intent, create content or provide functionality which allows them to complete that task. Put it on a good looking site with good design that's legible, looks, fresh, modern, doesn't look like a pile of junk, and, build links to that site and build up press and mentions and build up a strong brand. those things basically encompass EAT. Expertise is the area of your site that you're known for, the thing that you continually write about and provide information on. Authority are links to your site. That's the proof that you are a big brand, the proof that you're a well-known brand and not a small company. And trustworthiness would be, there's different signals for that, but does your site look like a pile of crap or not? Are you endorsed by other people in your field? Do you have, certain things like HTTPS on your site? I do believe that a lot of it is just taking care of the basics and refining. But I do believe that a lot of people will be pontificating later in this week, and they will be selling audits. They'll be selling EAT analysis. They will be selling all types of things to help you recover from this broad core general update. Now, like I said, Google did reboot their servers. There is a lot of places, a lot of people experienced outages of Gmail, Google, YouTube, the whole works. So whatever changes that they're implementing to the algorithm this time, I'm not sure if it's affected by these other things. I guess we'll have to find out. Like I said, just continue to make a great site and provide your customers with the information and the task completion that they're looking for. Let them get to their goal. And I think you are going to do pretty well. This is John Locke. I would love to, if you have a SEO question, put it down in the comments below. I'd love to answer. I'm here publishing every single day, so I'd love to see you subscribe. That's all I got for this video. I'd like to see what happens in this broad core update, and if anybody has a story of rising or falling a lot or predominantly across the board. Did you go up or down, or did you just kind of stay the same? I would love to hear what you have to say. That's all I have for this video. Until next time, peace.